Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Starsector. I'm here on the vanilla save up, and we're at war with the Syndrians again. That's okay. That's not our problem, because we're over here in a high-danger system. I've put together a little fleet to test. Ziggurat is there as backup, but this is the plan. I wanted to try and use an Astral, like not pilot one, but have it in the fleet, and this is what I came up with. I have next to no experience having an Astral in the fleet, so we'll see how that goes. But today, we are driving this Aurora. I might want to change out one of these ion pulsars if I go home and swap weapons, but we'll see. I had pretty good results with it so far. Suppose I should cover the build very quickly. Expanded magazines, S-modded in because we like shooting more antimatter blasters faster. The ammo isn't really that important. We're going to run out of peak performance time before we run out of ammo usually, but the ammo/charge regeneration rate is super important for firing the antimatter blasters more often. S-modded extended shields because I am still not that good at shield management. S-modded hardened subsystems because, well, it just saves some ordnance points and it gives me another minute of combat uptime. Safety overrides is where most of our points have gone. We want to go fast, we want to do a lot of damage fast, and safety overrides enables that. Automated repair unit because in testing my engines kept getting tickled by the Remnant and I kept doing tailspins across the map. So that's going to hopefully help with that. Might switch automated repair unit for insulated engine assembly, but repair unit overall will also help keep our weapons online. The core of this is the 4 antimatter blasters. As long as we have those, we're kind of good. We got a Reaper launcher in the medium synergy slot for even more burst. Now on the nose, a mini pulsar, which you may not have. If you don't, replace it with something similar, but that's our kinetic pressure. 2 shock repeaters, also mega weapons. These are our point defense. They also do more EMP and always hit. And then in our mediums, the double ion pulsar. Lots and lots of disabling of enemy ships, and also benefits from S-modded expanded magazines. In the rear slots, nothing. Capacitors, 21. Vents, none, because safety overrides handles that for us. Weapon groups, and that's about it. You have probably seen like this Onslaught and my little Medusa build before. I'm thinking of switching the light mass drivers back to being heavy needlers, but that's a discussion for another time. My Tempest, which is just the Tempest from the little Tempest guide I made a while ago, except that I've S-modded missile autoloader into this one and put hardened subsystems on it. I'm going to do that for the other one once I get more story points, figure out more S-mods. The only other thing that you may not have seen in my fleet recently is this here Anubis, which I think is pretty standard for how people build Anubises. Let me know what your Anubis builds are down in the comments, but this is what I've come up with. Mainly, we're just going to use a ton of paladins and expanded mags and all the range bonuses and mobility bonuses to have those paladins shoot down tons of missiles and fighters as we go. That's the hope. So let's go find a Remnant Order to fight. That's what we're here to do today, is take our high tech up against the Remnant. If the Astral doesn't perform very well, we may swap that out for a Paragon, just to have something chunky and reliable in the middle of the fleet other than the Onslaught Mark I. In testing, performance was mixed, but when it succeeds, it does a ton of burst damage with all of those bombers. I actually wanted... Oh, I don't even have it unlocked. There's a heavier bomber, I forget what it's called, that has 2 Atroposes mounted, but I apparently don't have it yet, I don't think. I don't recognize the sprite in the list. Oh, there it is, Trident Bomber. That's what I need, but I didn't have any in storage. So it would be far more effective if I could load it up with 6 Trident Bombers and get an absurd number of Atroposes down lane, but it's not quite where I want it to be yet. I would have to fight more high-tech to get those bombers. Okay, there's our Remnant fleets chasing us. Oh, okay. I'm hoping to fight them one at a time. Let's just sustain burn and get some distance and spread them out. This is not meant to be particularly a challenge kind of fight. Oh boy, okay. Hook to the side, force them into search pattern, using Go Dark in the asteroid belt there to, okay, and pop back out. Oh no. Okay. Come over here, guys. Let's try and grab 1. I didn't get a sensor bubble. To the side. Oh, how many do we pull? 2. Alright, we doing 2. We're probably going to have to use the Ziggurat for that. I'm confident in my ability to drive the Aurora, but I'm not confident in the Aurora's ability to end all of this in 228 seconds. 221%? Okay, let's go. I think we deploy the Astral late this time, because again, in testing, that didn't go well initially. If I put out all of the other ships, we should earn enough points, if we cap points, to deploy the Astral. And I am going to try and form a little bit of a safety line with the Void Orders. This is something that I tend to do against the Remnant only when I'm thinking I need to take the fight pretty seriously, which this is that. So let's get the Anubis and the Old Slot in the center of our formation here. And I think I want just the Medusa to like orbit on the sides. Hopefully that will work out. Whoa! Okay. Spent too much time talking and got a little too close there. We lost some front armor, but we barely had armor to begin with anyway. Whoa! Okay. We got this. Plasma jet in on his side. Oh, he dodged! That bastard! Back it up. Back it up. We landed some good hits. Got the Old Slot in for damage on his side there. That's good. Oh my gosh. Okay. Get that Astral forward. We want him right behind that sensor jammer. Back up. Don't overload. Don't overload. Yeah, this is a lot. Difficulty is no joke. Okay, we're going in on that Nova again if I can. Ooh, okay. Not with that Nova pointed at us. Okay, perfect. That actually works. Oh, Reaper hit the shield now. Oh. Okay. Okay, Nova. Just push him back. Gosh. That's brutal. Old Slot, are you okay? Okay, I can't engage to save my life today, quite literally. Old Slot holding line. Ship's overwhelmed. Man. Armor module cracked. Okay, go, 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 go. Good, good damage. But yeah, this is kind of what I mean about the amount of ammo not mattering. Is you gotta be able to land shots for the ammo to matter. I am just not quite there yet, although I can do... Oh, tons of damage. Oh, what? Nova, when did you get back here? Turn, 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 turn. Good hit. Good job, team, especially me. Now get in there for the finish. Go, 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 go. Okay, good, good. I think if our big ships can stay alive and we can deal with both of the Novas, we can do this. We just need to hold. Okay, take me in. Good, good, good. Rotate, 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 rotate. We have about a minute of uptime left, and that's okay. Our capital ships are taken care of. We just need to fight and pop as many frigates as we can now with our remaining uptime. Tempest running out of readiness. Heck. Okay, I don't think we're going to be able to, like, retreat comfortably here. We are just going to run that Tempest's uptime into the ground for power and profit. Oh, that's hurt. That hurts a lot. But yeah, don't pilot an Aurora like me. This is going terribly. Relative to how I was doing off-camera yesterday. So it goes, right? If I can win this, though, the EXP is going to be huge. There we go. That's what we're really good at in this ship, is just picking a frigate and deleting it, or picking a destroyer and deleting it. Works quite well. Okay, we're out of Reapers. So no more burst damage there, but there goes the Astral. Hell yeah. I don't want to put escort orders, because if we lock the Medusa into an escort pattern, it will probably just die. Yeah, now we're kind of reliant on a reload rate and stuff. Go, 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 go. Every ship killed is a victory. Okay, get away from him. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, that was bad. That was my fault. Should have blocked. Should have been ready. Oh no, Old Slot. Your health bar. My engines. No! Repair those engines, boys. Okay. Oh, I don't like it. Okay, ditch the defend orders. Let them move even more freely. I don't think it's gonna matter. Okay. I am on soft core, so it's not like the end of the world if I lose. We can reload, we can try again. but we'll see how it goes. Don't want to charge that apex alone. Also looking at 30 deployment points. If we hit a point where I could retreat here, we're actually going to back up the formation a bit like that. Lock the old slot to the Astral's old point, lock the Astral further back, and see if we can't make that work for us. Ooh, okay, double Reaper. I don't want to charge all of that. I'm still low on health. Once my CR drops to about 50%, I'll probably retreat the Medusa, or not the Medusa, the Aurora. It's per deployment. Per deployment is 20%. But if I retreat it now, I won't have anything to fly until the Zig. We have enough points for the Zig, which would require losing ships, which is bad. Let's deal with this Fulgent that's behind our lines. Just like that. Hey, I see you, Glimmer. Get out of here. Doing important Aurora things. Thank you. Missing my shots. As you do. Plasma jet spin. Oh, okay. That's more maneuverability than I was expecting in a burst. I do still struggle with, like, hitting frigates accurately with the antimatter blasters. Just let the ion pulsers handle them. It's fine. But yeah, let's keep working on... Oh, no. Oh, no. Astral. I kind of expected this to happen, but dang it. If the Astral goes down, that would be our opportunity to deploy the Ziggurat and do some real work. I actually started out doing this, like playing a different ship than the Ziggurat, because of fights like this where the Ziggurat might run out of peak performance time before I could finish the fight with it. So this is actually a giant stalling tactic in a way, and not what I would call a, oh, I'm flamed out again, not a truly successful high-tech fleet. Oh man, we losing everything today. Okay, cut them and let them run free. Engines online, drop shield, whirl on that Scintilla. On, oh yes, it's fire support, thank you Astral, you're doing great. But yeah, I really need to get the right weapons, optimize the Astral. We might do that. Okay, we need to whirl. See a target down here that's a good spot for us to go get in on him, because the onslaught is also orbiting toward him, so... Whoa! Back it up, oh! Onslaught, no! Oh, no, okay. Okay, it's fine, we got this. Take me in, give me an escort order, just whatever we got. Actually, specifically the Anubis would be perfect for this, assuming it has uptime. 690, yeah, it's gonna be fine. The Astral's gonna be fine. Okay, yeah, go ahead, let's bunch up. We're not gonna hold points against this. In any ship not doing escort stuff, just kind of bunch up in the back. We're home, we're piloting the big scary thing, let's go. Oh, why are these unalternating? No, that's not ideal. I guess I didn't do my groups properly. No, my guns. There may just be too much stuff on the field, honestly. That's a lot of flash bombers they've deployed. Good, okay. Put the moats in front of us to deal with the flash bombers. While they provide coverage, I'm just gonna activate and be brave. Take the damage on the nose, it's fine. Still, okay, they've repaired, but there's something blocking my shots, which kind of works in our favor. We can use the corpse of that Fulgent. I do hate this. The Remnant can still get you. Doesn't matter. Oh, my engines. Okay. Seems to be the theme of today. My engine's going out. Good. Close me in. Honestly, I hope this is all they have left. That would be great. Let's just throw the moats down lane into something else. Cook off some Reapers. Oh, those are gonna whiff, but that's okay. Just gotta get back in the rhythm. Back in the rhythm of Ziggurat. There we go. Astral, how you holding? Nope. Get off. Go away. Stay out of phase for a minute and deal with the hard flux. Okay, one Reaper left. We gamble with it. Oh, that's why they're on alternating, because I had them on auto fire in order to enable me to focus on using the resonators to target things. But okay, he's flamed out. That'll do for now. Pressuring that apex, that's what matters. And yeah, he's taking hits. I'm just gonna hit him the once here, because we need to activate whatever it may cost us. Okay, and we didn't kill the apex, but we're gonna kill this brilliant. It's fine by me. Just gonna put the resonators on auto fire, screw it. I'm too used to piloting this thing by manually controlling the large energies, so that's what we're gonna do. And the enemy is so close that we don't really even need to worry about manually operating the moats. They're just targeting ships on their own and disabling stuff, which is great. So I thought this was going to be a high-tech showcase, but I kind of botched it. Clearly, I still have work to do. And the Astral just may not be may not be the right thing for this, especially when we're outnumbered by 2 Ordos rather than just fighting 1. I think in my planned use case of fighting a single Ordo, we would have been fine. And had I not botched, like, part of this is my own misplay for screwing up so many engages on the Novas early on as the Aurora. Sometimes that's how it goes. And I think we're going to keep this video and put it on the channel because it's important for people to see that I am not always doing great, right? I am still learning and iterating and failing upward even here on vanilla. Okay, throw the motes into that gap there. The Astral is doing amazingly well at like holding the line though. It's lived longer than the Onslaught Mark 1 did because the Astral is not fearless, right? Oh yeah, it has like tons of free flux. Nice. That's good. That's good. Just keep fighting. Right now, they're kind of stuck behind the Astral, so let's whirl on a different target. Ooh, that Scintilla is very destroyable. Very destroyable. Okay, we're not under pressure. Let's active vent. Let's also send the motes to the right-hand side. Yeah, we're doing fine. I think we got this. Didn't plan on this being a Ziggurat episode. We are going to go back to flying the Aurora. I would like to try and catch a single Ordo with this fleet and see how we do, just for actual test purposes. I think we're good to drop orders and just fight this out. Waiting for the Heavy Needlers to finish firing. There we go. Okay, we got him. We got him. Astral running out of readiness. No, you're doing great, Astral. Hang in there. That does mean we've been in this fight for, what, 10 minutes? 11 minutes. It's a long one. Sometimes that's how it goes. Yeah, I need to go to Tritech and see if we can buy Trident bombers. Or find a production contact. I have started a colony, but it's not done yet. It's not gonna be able to produce weapons and stuff for me. Okay, we're definitely winning this. We got this now. Purely because I had the Ziggurat sitting in my back pocket. Like, that's the reason. Having this guy as the fallback plan. The other thing is we could drop the Onslaught Mark 1 if it's being too aggressive, and we could take a Paragon instead on steady AI, and that might do better at sitting in front of the Astral. Alright, finish that Scintilla. Go, my support Astral. Destroy. Yeah, he is still launching fighters and stuff, just very slowly. His replacement rate is probably shot. That's why he has the Gravitrons and stuff, to be able to help out. Okay, enemy fleet defeated. Oh, that was stressful, but I will take that win. And yes, recover all of my ships. Amazingly, no demods. That's what I like to see. And below average Alpha Core rewards. But so be it. And officer level ups. Oh yeah, I changed up my skills. I swapped over to officer training so my officers can get another level. And I swapped over to best of best so I can keep improving my ships beyond 2 S-mods. They can have 3 S-mods, which you may have noticed earlier. Anyway, yeah, officer level ups are good. Very good. And I'll need to save up some story points to put into ships and stuff. Well, there we go. Systems expertise for lots of our Medusa pilots. That's going to be good. But okay, we know there should be 2 more Ordos about. Honestly, I do kind of want to gather more data. We have the crew to do this. We just need to get our ships repaired. So let's fly away, sit in this asteroid belt nice and safe, so we have what we need, which is just for all of our ships to be combat ready. And we can salvage this debris field. Very nice. I can consider having a look at the Aurora. We have some other medium gun options now here. I think Phase Lance or Pulse Laser would be good. Honestly, I think the Hard Flux might do us good, so let's grab the Pulse Laser. We could actually put a Phase Lance or a Pulsar in the hardpoint instead of the Reaper, which would make my damage more consistent and less spiky. You saw how many Reapers I missed under duress, right? So not a bad choice to maybe lower the number of things I have to manually fire. Maybe we drop down to 2 antimatter blasters. Maybe we use, IR Pulse Laser or a little baby ion cannon. Which one has a better flux stats? Flux per second 60, flux 120. Then again, if we look at our dissipation stats, we're probably fine. I could always drop capacitors for more vents. But if we drop an antimatter blaster, you'll note our weapon flux actually goes down. So that's good for us. No matter which one we pick, it's actually more flux efficient than what we're currently using. The other option would be to pick a missile, put it on the nose. We don't have very many options because all we have is what was salvaged from the Remnant there. So yeah, let's drop a couple ion cannons into the smalls, and I'll focus on using the antimatter blasters, just the 2 of them, manually. Our shield flux plus weapon flux is still pretty okay. Doesn't really matter if we go vents or caps. Okay, and our automatic assigned groups are not great. Just gonna fix that up a little bit. Something like that. Keeping our weapons that are gonna auto-fire still kind of split up from each other in case I want to manually turn a group off. Like if I want to not use the ion cannons, I can just disable group 3. Might be necessary. Feels weird to not have any missiles. I could drop capacitors and fit something in the back here like a Sabo, which could be wise. Let's do it. Sabo at least has tracking, which will help things. Of course, now we need to redo the groups. Move everything down like so that we can manually fire our Sabo pod. Okay, let's give that a go. This kind of iterative process of take your ships into combat, test, and then tweak is really part of the core gameplay loop. So after combat, if you see something didn't work, like we could also look at the Astral. You see something doesn't work, change it up. We look at like the replacement time. Okay, replacement time between daggers and flashes is the same. If I want this to be more durable, I'm not sure the mantle. I don't think we ever saw the mantle trigger. I was under duress and didn't really get to watch the Astral perform. But I don't feel like I saw the mantle save it. We might be able to drop that and have more flux stats in case this needs to tank, which given what happened last time, it may need that durability. I'm just kind of guessing here though. So we're just gonna take and grab some more vents and some more capacitors and see how that does. Not giving up expanded deck crew. We need bomber uptime. This is also kind of the great thing about high tech versus Remnant is that the Remnant will drop weapons that will fit onto your high tech ships generally. You go to fight some of the other endgame enemies, some fleet comps have an advantage there. If you go to fight threat and you're using a lot of ballistics, you can then immediately equip threat weapons. Okay, we've attracted, yes, that one, that singular ordo, which is what I wanted to originally do with this test. Oh, my Aurora isn't repaired because I refitted it. Okay, get into asteroid belt, go dark, buy some time. 42%, okay, that'll have to do. We'll make it work. 64% battle difficulty, I'll take it. We are going to go in with this. The plan for deployment, I think, is the same as before. Get the old slot onto the field, earn enough points that we can deploy the Astral. So once again, we're going to try and have the Onslaught hold the middle. We'll put the Astral behind him once it's deployable. Let's go up toward this nav buoy and try and contest and take that really fast, if I can. Yeah, I actually haven't driven an Aurora very much this year at all. The past few days have been the first time in quite some time. Okay, let's put the Astral kind of maybe right here on the side so it can support the comm relay and oversee the waypoint we've tied the old slot to. And what I should have done was do my normal line, my safety line of void orders earlier, but I was being confident and thinking maybe I didn't need it at first. But let's put it in there now and abandon that frontal point. I'm actually going to wiggle this order back a little bit to allow our units to kind of orbit that nav buoy. And a void order has a range of about 1,000. Did you see the bigger squares here? That's about 1,000, I think. Honestly, I don't remember right now. Don't quote me on that. We can kind of check. So we're here, we target him, which is about 1 grid away. He's 3,000. Okay, I'm wrong. Completely wrong. My first impression was wrong. So each of these lines represents 1,000 units. You can double check that just by looking at target range 2,000. He's about 2 grid lines away. There we go. How do I forget these basic things so often? This is why we recheck, double check, and relearn. Very important. Okay, let's go in on that Fulgent. I've learned my lesson from last time. What we are good at is running down, as we get antimatter blasted. What we're good at, theoretically, is running down smaller ships. That's what we do. So we should be able to close in on this Glimmer and make its day sad. Or push him back and then whirl on the Fulgent like this. There we go. Taking my time to line up the antimatter blasts. I forgot to use the Sabos, but that's okay. He's totally disabled. We can drop shields to prevent flux. Blaster reload, hit him. So yeah, this is not nearly as bursty as what I built before, but should be easier to use, which is a very important consideration. All right, let's whirl. Use the plasma jets to turn around. And where did... Yeah, Nova in center line. There's too many ships there for us to really go make a difference. Whoa, what we can do is get in here, confuse them. Okay, plasma jets back and away. Something you can do in fights like this is get behind them. which will force some of their ships to change their focus and like rotate around. Problem is you may get ships coming in like that, so we may not achieve. Actually, you know what? Might well pressure this guy. Yeah, there we go. Drop shields for a second for the flux dissipation. There we go. Shield up to block the explosion from the ship if needed. Get him. To drive away from those Reapers. Oh, maybe plasma jets, just for safety's sake. We can just be back here distracting some of their ships and fighting and hoping that our midline handles things. Did we lose a Medusa? I think we did. Let's target that Fulgent. Oh, did they deploy? We got fighters coming in. What did they deploy behind me? Okay, whiffed the antimatter shots. Back it up. Is the Nova still up down there? Yeah, he is, but he's way off on the side. Okay. I'm tempted to cut the orders on those ships and let them roam a bit. Yeah, we're losing Medusas, so we need to get back down there. My plan of keeping a large portion of their fleet tied up here is not working out, but that Fulgent looks kind of exposed. Debo. Perfect. Now we're flamed out, which is a problem. Come on, repair those engines, repair those engines. I will take another target if that's how it has to be. Okay, and drop shields before we overload. Trade a little health. Lose another Medusa. Okay. I shouldn't have gambled and tried for another ship. That's how I earned my title of worst Aurora pilot on YouTube. There we go. There's decent damage. But yeah, I think we might need to put one more AM blaster back on. I need the burst. We've achieved so little. Finish him. Whoa. I'm flamed out again. What? No. Repair those engines. Let's get out of here. Oh, that's a lot of flash bombers. Shield up, jet away. Oh, there's our teammates. Okay, where's the Nova? The Nova is not on screen. Okay, that's why they got a bunch of ships. I think the Nova died. I'll be able to see in post in the editing software, but and our CR is degrading, and we only had 40% to begin with, so not good odds. That's the other thing, is we're just not doing as much damage as I might hope for, because we don't have the stats. We don't have the 10% damage boost from being at 100% CR, for one. Let's get in and do as much as we can. Help out. Oh yeah, the Astral doing work. Nice, nice, nice. Use up all our sabos. Fire the antimatter blasters as much as I can, and just be a menace until we're out of functional time, because we don't have enough points yet to deploy. And honestly, with the Nova down, maybe we can spread out and control the battlefield a little better. Oh, that hurts. That's okay. We're 32% CR. We were never getting out of this alive. Although, at 36 deployment points, I wonder, we capture one more objective, that would be enough to retreat the Aurora and deploy Ziggurat. We're out of Sabos. It's okay. Stick to him. What's he gonna do? Right? We might get flamed out. Oh man, one Salamander is enough to flame us out, it's true. Anubis down. Okay. Come on, engines. There we go. 26% CR. Oh, that's probably why we're flaming out and stuff. We're starting to take bonus damage from the enemy. And our weapons and stuff are gonna malfunction. I want this Brilliant dead, though. Stay on him. I don't care. Finish him. Reload those AM blasters. No, my engines. Finish him. Come on. Okay. Now, retreat the Aurora. We're just going to go on 2x speed here. I'm going to get rid of these avoid orders. Once the Aurora is off the field, we can deploy the Zig and do okay. But I think overall the changes are good. Sabo did work out when I successfully did the combo of the Sabo followed by the AM blasters. I feel like I want one more AM blaster for more burst, and there we go. There's Ziggurat on the field. This fleet isn't quite where it needs to be yet, but I think with more tuning, it can definitely do a double ordo. Or not a double ordo, sorry, a single. We did manage to do the double only because we had the Zig, but a single ordo should be doable. Just need to fix that Astral's fit and tinker with the Aurora some more and replace the old slot. Okay, there's a lot that I want to do to fix this, improve this, but we'll get there. I know what I need to do now, and knowing is half the battle. Take me in on that Apex. We have work to do. In fact, they have so few ships. Throw the motes at him. Let's go. Let just enough motes hit him that he flames out, and then order the motes away to preserve them so they can do more work. For the resonators down lane, go into phase, make sure the tack lances reload. Just gonna keep that up until he die. In this battle, I probably didn't need the Ziggurat. Like, hypothetically, if I had a second Aurora, that would have been good enough, right? To go and kill, 2 or 3 little ships. Okay, we're basically done here. Recover the fleet. Took less losses that time, but then again, it was half as many enemies. Alright, so we know what we need to do. Grab the salvage. The reason I've been in this system so often, there's a gate. We can use that gate to just go back to Corvus, back to the storage unit. I did make a colony. It's building. That was the crisis meter. I have to pay attention to that eventually, but not right now. I am completely confident that we will be able to manage the crises with what I have on hand and in storage. Again, we're in cycle 224. We're kind of in late game. I've already fought a 4 fabricator threat fleet on this save. I think we'll be just fine, as long as I have enough time to bring the right ships, the right amount of ships, which the best kill is, of course, to overkill. Put those cores in, along with the rest of our loot. I'm not sure if I need to collect any more guns, but it's just habit at this point. Okay, we want to try putting away the old slot. That's step 1. Pull out my old Paragon that I have on reserve. Put her there. Now, I do have... What I normally do with the Paragon for starters is just give it the elite fit. The elite fit is pretty good, in my opinion, but I tend to rip away the tack lasers, the gravitrons from the back. It doesn't really need those, and probably that rear PD isn't going to matter. So that's an excellent start. It has expanded magazines. If I'm going to keep the auto pulses, we could mod those in. But I think this will be fine as a starting point. So yeah, we'll go ahead. We'll S-mod in the expanded mags. I have the story points. We earned 10 or 11 story points doing that battle. So let's just max those caps. Want this thing as tanky as can be. I already have hardened shields. We have stabilized shields. Lens, shrouded lens could be funny. Stick that on there. Why not? Automated repair unit. I'm going to actually drop a few capacitors here to get advanced turret gyros for the turret rotation speed. And there we go. Actually, drop a repair unit. What's going to be more useful is probably resistant flux conduits, mainly for the active vent rate, and the EMP resist will help achieve a similar effect to automated repair unit. Then we just need to pick an officer from what I have available that can handle this thing. Ideally, someone who has elite field modulation. So let's take this guy. Actually, he has systems expertise S-modded. We can fix him. Let's go to retrain. Damage control is okay. Maneuverability is good. I really just want to trade one thing away for field modulation. That's the goal. Even ballistics isn't an entirely dead pick because we have the heavy needlers. But I want the hard flux dissipation while shields are active there. Okay, that should do it for him. That's our guy. And level 7 officers are something that you'll find by investigating distress beacons. But remember that distress beacons can have other hostile things in them, like pirates will use them to try and lure unsuspecting John Starsectors in to destroy them. So be careful, but you should investigate distress beacons because there are 4 level 7 officers seeded out there in every game file for you to find and for you to have. And what skills they have is kind of random, but level 7 is level 7. You're not getting it any other way in vanilla. I'm going to play some of these longer episodes modded as well, so those are coming if they're not already out. We're getting there. I do have a modded save that I am playing on as well to make tutorials mainly for modded chips. Okay, so that's the main change, is swapping to a Paragon to have something a little more defensive. We need Trident bombers. Trident bombers that we don't have. And this Astral needs an officer since I took Jupiter away from it. The main thing I look for in this sort of ship for the Astral is I want someone with helmsmanship. So we'll just take this mercenary that I ended up with because I was originally going for 10 officers, but I swapped, so he became a mercenary. Is there anything I want to change about my fit? I think I wanted another AM blaster for more burst. We can do that with relatively little loss. Let's just stick the antimatter blaster on there. The other thing is I don't technically need to have all the gun slots full. It's true. I'm honestly looking at the mini pulsar and thinking about removing it and taking some front point defense just because struggling. We could also move the mini pulsar to one of these frontal slots. Let's put it here on the front. Oh, it requires an energy slot. Never mind. It has to be, I think, it requires ballistic energy or hybrid slot. Okay, so that's fine. We can give up on the mini pulsar. Ooh, I have 3 Grift Lances? I have 3 Grift Lances? Rift Lance, you say? What if I put a Rift Lance in there? Or rather, in this turret slot, because in the small synergy slot, we could add another shock repeater or something. Something for burst. We have our 3 antimatter blasters back, so let's give that a go. Make those little changes, mess around, figure it out. Okay, and it's just been assigned to an auto fire group. That's fine. Still storing up stuff. This will be phased out once I have my colonies fully online, but for now, I'm gonna leave it all in the unit. Especially if you're playing with Nixelrin and the enemy factions can take planets from you, I highly recommend using the storage unit for a bit longer than you think you need. So there's nothing like losing your planet to an enemy invasion in a modded run and being like, well, all of my storage is now gone. Oh, there was another change I wanted to make. I remember. I wanted to go back to these guys and fit them all with heavy needlers instead of mass drivers, because I think they're going to benefit more from the burst of the needlers as they dip in and out of combat, rather than the mass drivers, which fire very consistently. Okay, so those are all fixed. And I have been working on 3 S mods on the Medusas. Let's just go through that real quick. Give them all extended shields for a little more survivability. Now we come to the choice of S mods on the Tempest. We already have shield conversion front. S modding it in gets us damage reduction, which is nice. We already have missile autoloader for more missiles. We could put expanded mags on it for the ion pulsar, but I think we'll just take shield conversion for now. Actually, we do have a 3rd S mod. What else could we maybe get? Box thrusters for more speed is not a bad idea. I do like Tempest Go Fast. Let's throw that on there. For consistency, we're going to do the same thing on this one. Missile autoloader, shield conversion, aux thrusters, it's fine. Then that gets us hardened subsystems, which is going to help our uptime in those long double and triple ordo fights that I sometimes get into. And then we're down to logistics ships and stuff, which, yeah, we're gonna do S mods on those over time anyway. All right, we're back down to 1 story point, which is our story point for emergencies. We need to buy Trident bombers, so I'm gonna go scrape through all the markets that are Tritachyon in the game and look for those, and check bars for production contacts, and I'll get back to you. Hey, it's the Historian, and he wants to offer me the location of an Aurora-class cruiser blueprint. I don't mind if I do. We're going to want to collect all the blueprints on this save. I'm going to be on this save until the next game version releases, so good stuff. Okay, I have so far found daggers. Most importantly, I did get 4 tridents and 6 longbows, so we have some options to play with, and 3 Thunder LPCs. Some of those I know I don't have 6 of at home, so good finds, but still need to go check primary Tritachyon planets. It's good to be home in Tritach space. 20 broadswords, that won't do. Claws, cobras, daggers, one more dagger LPC, that's gonna get me 6 total daggers. What about black market? No tridents. Okay. Check the bar. Nope, no production contact. Okay. Let's go over to Eok Breeze. Brez? I have no idea how to say it. Military man offering bounties might be nice. Is there an elite mercenary bounty that we could do? That would be cool. No, just basic bounties. Okay. Not terribly interesting. Again, just an absurd number of broadswords on the open market. Oh, there they are. Trident. YouTuber luck. They're mine. Okay, that's 6 Trident bombers. That's what I wanted to have to try. Okay. Absurd burst damage is now ours, gentlemen. But we're going to need to lose some point defense to make it happen, which is fine. This thing shouldn't be getting surrounded. Shouldn't being the operative word. We'll just drop large point defense options and replace them with smalls until it happens. Until we can finally put in the Trident bombers. There we go. Absurd burst is now ours. Hopefully that is going to be a massive improvement. Like on paper, it's an absurd amount of damage, but we'll see how it goes in practice. All right, that's what I was after. I'm going to go drop this stuff off as storage, and then we're going to see what we find. Might fly around and see if we can find an elite merc bounty to do. If not, we're going to go back to fighting the Remnant. That's what we were testing on. That's how it's going to go. We'll check Sethelin before I take off for the storage unit. Ooh, big Tritach bounty. Look at that. That right there is an opportunity to get some more Auroras for free. Because I did think about taking 2 Auroras and neural linking them, which if I can manage to play that way with 2 safety overridden Auroras, I might be able to double my personal presence and effectiveness in combat. As you may have noticed, I tend to try and win fights in Starsector by focusing on my personal performance, for better or worse, which can work. but it does put a lot of the pass and fail of things on me. So no good missions, no good bounties from the bars. So let's go get some more Auroras, just so that I have them in storage. Binary star system, barren world. It's probably this one, which I haven't been in yet. Low danger warning beacon. Maybe we'll get some stuff there. Oh yeah, we also have the blueprint location. We could go get that, but that's not really anything I'm in a hurry to do. Maybe after this bounty. Hello, pirates. Really? You don't even have a capital ship. Are you sure? They look at this and are like, we could take him. You can't. Trust me, you can't. Cruisers and frigates, go. Let's see if we can do this without deploying a capital ship. Although, this might also be a good, hilarious time to watch the Astral in action. We'll deploy him. We'll send him out. Oh no. And it's good that we got into this little fight, because I just noticed my third antimatter blaster is actually on the wrong weapon group. I didn't notice that before. It's in group 4 with a shock repeater and a rift lance. That won't do. I'm glad that I learned that in this low-stakes pirate encounter rather than in a battle with the Remnant or even this bounty we were headed toward. That's good. It's good that I learned that early. Okay, so we're not going to be quite as effective as I hoped then, but that's okay. I guess that blaster is on auto-fire. It will still be firing. It just won't be firing exactly how I want. Okay, that wolf is cooked. I'm not going to use blasters on him. Okay, let's spin for the meal. Damage. Ooh, Enforcer. That tickles. Oh, Reaper. Good. Dodge. I think, yeah, that Eradicator should be our target. Let's go. Sabo out. Take our time, line up the blaster shots and land them, that's what matters. And we're going to try and stay on his right-hand side where his armor is weak. No, I'm flamed out again. A single salamander is really all it takes. I need to insulate my engines, I think. I think that's going to have to be the play, whatever that may cost me. I can't do it. I can't do this engine getting knocked out stuff forever. It hurts. It's frustrating. Sabo out. Oh man, we've been caught. The other thing I could do is move to front lock shields, which would give me full 360-degree shield coverage. Could be handy. Okay, Sabo out. I see you, Enforcer. Get out of here. Not again. Not again. Video title, Getting Flamed Out for 2.5 hours in Starsector. That's truly the content we're here for. I do want to watch the Astral work, too. Is it going to throw all its bombers at that Colossus? What the bombers doing? Hanging back. Okay, whatever you say, Astral. I have ships to kill. Peak performance time is dropping. Destroy him. Punish him for salamandering my engines. There we go. Oh, there they go. There's the Atroposes. Yeah, big damage, big damage. Now that they're all on the same fighter type, it's going to be consistent damage, too. That's important. Okay, let me just call for... Can I call for a fighter strike on this venture? And he already used the recall ability to pull the fighters back and reload them, which is great. I just want to watch it and see how hilarious it is. That's what I want to know. Fighters are not moving. Come on, Astral. Fighter strike. I believe in you. Okay, the fighters are moving. Also, our Medusas and stuff are doing good work already. Oh, they're so slow. Look how slow they move. No, my ships. They're too good at their jobs. Go, my yellow missiles of death. Perfection. 13k, I saw that big red number. But having the Trident bombers, where they move really slowly, isn't going to be a problem too much against the Remnant, because the Remnant are going to attack us offensively. They come to us, unlike, say, the threat, or maybe an enemy like low-tech fleet, something that's much slower that we're going to have to cover the field to get to. I think it'll be fine. Didn't want anything those pirates have, but we have their gear now. Let's move on. That got us a story point back. Nice. Let's get in here and find our bounty. And I guess survey that planet. Ooh, there's a gate here too. Nice. That's convenient. Oh, and there's our bounty. Oh, I hit a rock. It's okay though. Ooh, okay. Big high tech. No battle difficulty. So this should be easy. Should be easy. Start small. I think we want to get the Paragon on the field. 196. That's not quite enough. Not quite going to be enough to deploy the Astral. Let's hold a Tempest, or we can retreat a Tempest once we capture our initial points. That should do the trick to get the Astral onto the field. So the Tempests, yeah, are going to focus on capturing. Okay, so first step, Paragon-shaped anchor to the middle, Anubis also to that point to support, and let's lash a few Wayfarers to the flanks as well. Okay, retreat the unofficered Tempest. Actually going to be more important right now that we just hold. Just going to put defend orders on those, that we hold those points. Oh no, I forgot. I'm piloting a ship. Ducky, what are you doing? You're playing Fleet Commander too much. You're in an Aurora. Wake up. Let's just let our Aurora drift gently backward for now. So I want to watch that Tempest retreat and get our Astral onto the field as quickly as I can, so that we have that fire support. We're going to place him about 1,500 units behind the point for the Paragon, and then I think we're going to call that our line. Do we need to be this cautious this fight? I'm not sure. I haven't run this fleet, high tech v high tech, before. Let's target that enemy Aurora and go do work. I think given our officers' levels and our S mods and stuff, we definitely just have very good advantage here. But let's play it technically as correct as I can, because I know some few of you are watching to like try and learn from me rather than just watch me explode and be sad when my engines get knocked out. I am not the best player, but I will try and at least be a good example some of the time. Alright, we're on him. Oh, I didn't fix my weapon groups. No, I'm a terrible example. Don't do as I do, do as I try to do. But we got that Aurora down. So I immediately hit the refit key on instinct to try and fix my weapon groups. Ducky, you can't refit now. You're in combat. No! Let's head over toward the Paragon. We have our Paragon there. I'm not going to worry too much about the frigates. Our Medusae should be able to just outrun them and wear them down via running out their peak performance time, especially since our Medusas all have hardened subsystems now. We only need to worry if they, like, swarm us. So we wait, basically, for our Paragon. Oh, they also have the Paragon Astral combo. Very interesting. Oh no, Medusa, warp out. We wait for our Paragon to engage their Paragon, and we hope that that doesn't happen now. We might need to hunt down a few more destroyers and things so we can get our forces concentrated locally on the enemy Paragon. So let's go after this Medusa because it's right there. Want to be cautious when chasing. We want to see if he uses, all 3 charges of his phase skimmer, and then we go for blood. Then we use the blasters on him. There we go. Okay, their Paragon's kind of overextended into our lines. Let's head back over there and see. Oh, we're actually still quite close. Let's see how we do. Ooh, enemy Aurora. And Paragon pointing at me. I'd rather tank those shots than have the Medusa tank them. It's fine. I can be the tank here. Okay. Paragon and Astral engage on this enemy Paragon. That's what we need to have happen. And we can keep working on their small ships like so. Ooh, don't want that Reaper. Drop the shield. Let it pass by. I'd like to get rid of all my hard flux before trying to engage that Aurora, since he's supported by other ships for now. Let's go ahead and ditch those waypoints as well. I think we're good here. Like, we are winning enough that we don't need to play cautiously. Don't need to worry about the avoid orders. It's a good practice to set that up until you're sure that you want to go on the offensive. Oop, drop the shield, let that Reaper go by. Okay, get in on him. Sabo out. He's a tanky boy, and he has support. Let's change targets. Flamed him out. We're just going to try and get away from the Aurora while focusing that Tempest. Good. And get out of range of the enemy Aurora's Ion. Oh, and we cracked the Paragon off screen. Dang it, I wanted to show you guys that, but it already died. But that's okay. That means our fleet is working. So, let's go for that Paragon. Let's go for that Aurora. Been playing for an hour. I'm totally still here. Totally still functional. Oh no, they're doing the same thing I wanted to do. They're using a ton of yellow missiles. Back up. They got the Atroposes, but they're using daggers. More mobility, less overall damage. Ooh, and they also have a support Anubis. Ouch. Ooh, there we go. See how our Anubis just chewed through all that? So strategically, we might want to, either get the Anubis to focus us or something as our ships begin chewing through the enemy. Very nice. Okay, 30 seconds left on the clock on this boy. Let's go for that enemy Aurora before our CR starts degrading. Gotta make a choice. Can't just keep narrating forever, even though it's part of what I do here. Alright, we put the Aurora, so here we've put the Aurora between us and the other ships that could help him. Basically forcing him into one-on-one, except that the frickin' Anubis can fire over with the Paladins. Ow. That's okay, we have a team too. So we pushed both Auroras off of the front of the battle, but I recovered first because I'm safety overridden. So we can get back in and do some damage. Blaster him. Good, good, good. Want to repair my engines. Again, we're back to the engines, man. Back it up. Deal with hard flux. And you see the enemy is active venting and stuff. Remember, we're safety overridden. We can't active vent. Otherwise, I would be active venting. Okay, Anubis. Oh, we're out of Sabos. That's okay. Use the blasters. Can't 1v1 us. Just sit in front of him, trade hits until he dies. Good. Now back to that Aurora. Oh, wait, they had another Paragon? Enemy Paragon destroyed? Wait, what, where? Where? Okay, it doesn't matter. Paragon destroyed, that's what matters. I didn't realize they deployed a second one, or that the first one might not have died. My battlefield awareness is not always perfect. One of the weaknesses of my style of trying to focus so much on piloting my ship, but that's okay. There are many ways to Starsector, or to play Starsector. Okay, good fight. Let him go. I did want to recover. Let's grab those 2 Auroras. I think I have a Doom at home already, so we're good there. Yeah, you know, we only need 1 Aurora if we're gonna Neuralink. Let's just grab the 1. It'll be cheaper to haul him around that way. Okay, and for him, I am just gonna give him as close as I can to my auto fit from earlier, which is very missile heavy, but that's okay. Hopefully we don't have to drive him. And now I'm going to remember to fix my weapon groups, get that antimatter blaster in with my other weapons. Thank you. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this particular fit is working, except for my engines. I can't insulate my engines unless we are at a dock, because that's a logistics hull mod. So not much to be done there. I could drop weapons or capacitors in order to take resistant flux conduits as kind of a stopgap measure. So let's actually do that. I'll drop my Rift Lance off and replace with a front PD. Shock repeaters, I could also, even dropping down to burst lasers saves me an ordnance point. Of course, we miss out on some EMP damage, but I think we're doing enough EMP damage with the ion pulsar. So that gets us some ordnance points to work with, and then it's just a matter of tuning down another 1 singular capacitor, and then we can take flux conduits, which will help some with the engine tickling situation. Okay, and once again, auto-assign does not know what it's doing with my weapon groups. So let's fix those like so. Making sure all the antimatter blasters are on group 1. And just gonna do these surveys, hop through the gate, and let's go get that Aurora blueprint while we're doing side stuff. Orbital habitat. It might have blueprints. No dice, no blueprints, only junk. Only junk. Alright, a little bit of travel through the gate network, and we're over here now. Aurora blueprint down there. Oh, it's in a high danger system. That actually synergizes nicely. Was there anything that I specifically needed to go back to storage to do, other than finding a habitable planet to insulate my engines? I don't think there is. So what I'm going to do is we're going to get rid of, or rather, let's replace the personal fit here, or current build, down to the 2nd Aurora, and try and fit him as close as we can. That looks pretty jank, but we'll leave it so. And we are going to generate slip surge our way down there, go into that high danger system, and see if we can get the Aurora blueprint, because that actually puts 2 things together that I wanted to do more of this episode. Get the blueprint, obviously, and fight more Remnant. So we'll save, make sure we're kind of repaired. Our 1 Aurora is not repaired, so I'll sit here for as long as it takes. Okay, repaired enough. Now, how do we look going in here? Okay, no dangers. In we go. Where is the blueprint marked? It's not marked on a planet. I didn't read the tooltip. Equipment cache, distance away. So it could be anywhere. Oh, some distance away from the star, it says. So apparently that can mean within 2,000 units of the star. Let's grab our cache. Ooh, nice. We got the Aurora blueprint and the Prometheus Mark II. That is 1 more blueprint than I planned on getting, or expecting to get. And there's our Ordo fight. As always, we're on the soft core. We're going to save here in case I need to reload. Try not to do any failing in reloading while recording videos. You know, I want things to be good and I want to succeed, but if it comes down to it, I will. We're far enough into this recording that I think it's going to be good value for you guys, even if I lose a fight in the second half. Okay, deploy the ships. Get the Paragon onto the field. We're going to do the same shuffle as before, where I retreat a Tempest and then put the Astral onto the field. It might be ideal, actually, to drop a Tempest and get something a few more deployment points, like 6 deployment points less. So a Kite, a 2-point ship. That way, I wouldn't have to retreat a ship in order to fit both my capitals on. Or I could drop a Medusa down and get another Tempest. That would also work. And probably not cause too much loss of effectiveness. Okay, so kind of like last time, we had this field layout. We're going to do our line of avoid orders, and we're going to do our capture orders, and send the Paragon and the Anubis into the middle to hold on to them. And as before, we need to assault and defend those 2 points, make sure we hold them long enough for the 1 Tempest to get off of the field, and for us to deploy the Astral and have our full strategy in place. Just like last time we were on this layout, I'm going to rush this nav buoy up top, because that's closer to the enemy side, and we're going to need some local superiority up there. Oh man, I just remembered that I wanted to talk about ship roles in combat. That's going to have to be a whole other video. Alright, we got our points though. Oh yeah, we're not going to local superiority our way through a Nova backed by their fleet. Got it. Oh, maybe. If he's going to flank. He's rotating. He's rotating. Okay, we landed a little bit of damage on him. I'll take it. Back it up. Oh, back it up, back it up, back it up. Go. Now our Tempest is off the field. That gets the Astral onto the field. So put the Astral about 1,500 units behind the Paragon. And good, we have everything we need. Let's help the Paragon with that Tempest, or with that Nova. There we go, good hit, good hit. Landed the blasters, that's the main thing. Back it up until our flux is better. We won the trade and did some hull damage, so I'll take it. And the Paragon should do a much better job than the Onslaught Mark 1 did of just holding the frickin' field presence. Whoa, Nova. Whoa, Nova. Whoa, Nova. Hold on. What are you doing, buddy? Oh, I missed my blasters, but he is flamed out. He is fried. Oh, there it is. Oh, baby. Good job, Astral. So proud of you. Oh, no. Paragon needs help. He's fluxed out still. The battle is nowhere near over. So our job now is to rotate around the Paragon and help clear up, block, push off any enemies that are on him. Just like that. We just took a good chunk of damage on the side to our armor there, but that gets the Paragon to where he feels safe to drop his shields, helps him with his flux. And we lost AO because we have those points on assault still. I made a misplay. I should have switched these to capture objectives instead of assault orders the moment I deployed the Astral. What we want now is our Medusas to tuck in and help defend. Okay, move to the side so that the Paragon can provide extra fire. And we're going to go in here. There we go. Good damage. Hit his hull. What does he have around him? He does have a ship to my north and south, so we're going to back up. I don't want to overextend and get blowed up early. Still have 100 seconds of uptime, so there's a lot left that I can achieve in that time. Shield flicker those. Shield flickering is a good skill to have. Oh man. Okay. I lied. The Astral is really good on this fit. Thank you, Mr. G, for recommending the Trident Bombers if you're watching. It's really working out. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay, Sabo out. Oh, the Tridents. Oh, the Astral is real. Real and powerful. Perfect. Perfect. Finish him, boys. Okay. And the remaining Atroposes will just curve off and go for targets. That's beautiful. Alright, I'm watching this Brilliant. I think we can toe-to-toe a Brilliant and be okay. Especially if he's isolated and we have a Medusa backing us up. Let's actually also go up there and help our Medusa. If he pushes us back, we're going to be backing up into range of our friendly Astral, which will be great. Yeah, I'm just going to push your hard flux up. What are you going to do? Oop, there's an Atropos. Only one, though. Not a ton. Okay. Hit him. There we go. Back and forth, buddy. Yep, I'm just going to sit here until he dies. We're doing fine. Winning the flux trade. He has no support. Our ships aren't coming up here because we got the avoid orders, but victory. And we're basically out of peak performance time. Now here I could retreat my Aurora and get the other one. That would be fine, but I think I'll play this one out for a bit. If I deploy the other Aurora, it's going to cost 20% CR, so we might as well run this one down to about 20% and achieve the same result, but with a better loadout that I have better control over. More control over, because the other one is just kind of semi-randomly fitted to try and match this one, but it can't. We don't have the right tools. We know now that we can go and harass a Brilliant. Let's actually go ahead and break the orders up here, just let everyone roam. We have them outnumbered, so make it so. Alright, and as discussed a fight ago, we're going to use this Brilliant to block line of sight to that one, keep ourselves in 1v1, although it's not going to matter. Our fleet is on the way. We just flux up with the blasters. And there's the Medusa here to help. And there's the death. Good job, Astral. Battle over. So yeah, like I said, a bit of work, and this fleet will do what I wanted it to, which is to fight single Ordos successfully. We did lose a ship, but that's way better than the losses I suffered at the start of this recording. I will take it. Oh man. Okay, so that's all those goals achieved that I wanted to try. We got the Aurora blueprint, bought some Ordos. more successfully than before. I think I might do 1 or 2 more ordo fights here on this episode, and then we'll call it. Oh, let's sit, let's get repaired, and then, oh yeah, we are 1% away from fully repaired, supposedly, and then we'll go hunting. Does this system have a gate so I can go home easily? Not really. Okay. Returned from a little break. Let's do 1 or 2 more ordo fights to make sure that one that we just did wasn't a fluke. Let's just go sensor ping. That'll bring them in. All right, there's one. Running into a lot of Novas today, but so be it. All right, this one is pretty small. I think we're going to be just fine. And at the rate we're going, again, tinker the ship lineup a little bit so I can deploy the Astral off break a little more easily. And once I'm a bit more confident with this, might leave the Ziggurat behind. I may not need it, which will lead to hopefully more difficulty percentage modifiers and more story point gain. And of course, the other Aurora I might not need. I don't really know if I want to drop, Medusa and Anubis and take the second Aurora and do the neural link thing. That'll have to be an experiment for another time. But let's do at least this last fight. Get our line of voids up, reverse the momentum, or mess with the momentum on my ship so I don't just sail forward into the enemy like we've done in the past in this episode. And capture the point, I believe in you. Although with the Tempest being alone over there, I don't know if I can comfortably retreat him. I'm going to give the order. Yeah, because we have enough points, enough deployment points. We just need to free up a few by retreating a ship. Oh, ow. I reflexively tapped R like I had access to frickin' Ziggurat motes and was like, oh, that didn't disable the ship at all. Ducky, wake up. I may not be able to comfortably record these longer episodes as easily as I hoped. It's okay, we should be able to, ow. Oh no, we lost a control point, so that's no good. We now need 1 more deployment point to deploy the Astral and have our artillery piece working. Come on, Tempest, cap that point. Not really focusing too much on the battle other than keeping myself alive. I want the Tempest to grab that. That's what we need. Come on. Okay, there we go. That gets the Astral onto the field. That could have ended poorly. Let's get him into position. Lock the Anubis as well. And we're going to do the same thing we did last time with kind of the defend orders like so until we have ship advantage here. Okay. Just gonna do a little slide by here. Oh, that still didn't get me past his shield. It's okay, that disables his guns. Rotate. Spin away. Try not to get my engines disabled is the main thing here. Because again, we don't have insulated engines yet. I did not go back to the planet to do that. Oh, how far away have I gotten from... Oh, no. Back up. Get out. No. Oh, don't fuck up the shield. Take some armor damage. It's fine. Oh no, my engines are out. We're fried. I screwed up really bad. So it goes. Am I gonna live? Put the shield up. No! I screwed up. Okay, that's why we have the backup Aurora. I got a little too close, and I didn't realize that their line had kind of hooked in a little bit there. I basically died because I did not have enough awareness of the greater tactical situation that was going on. There's a Reaper and an Atropos on group 4. I should have done the weapon groups on this. I'm just going to put that Reaper on auto fire. I can't. I'm going to manage the one Mining Blaster and the one Sabo, and we're going to play the second Aurora a little more cautiously. Let's go up toward that more isolated ship there. Yeah, he's trying to deal with his hard flux. And there's the auto fire. Go, my Reaper. Let's turn. I don't know how much pressure we'll do here. Good to take down. Yeah, there we go. Take him down. We want to back up, deal with our hard flux, and then re-engage that Brilliant, hopefully before it gets friends nearby. All right, go. Yeah, we are not doing nearly as much pressure as in the properly fitted Aurora. Awkward, can't burst him down like we would like to. But Nova died off screen, that's good. That's why, even though I'm a personal piloting guy, having a good fleet is really important. They're gonna cover for me when I inevitably screw it up, right? Alright, landed the blaster on the shield, I'll take it. As long as I'm here doing pressure and being annoying, that's about all I can hope for on this fit. I think we're going to be okay, though, I think the plan is working, right? We have them outnumbered now. They've been dying off screen while I've been fighting for my life and making mistakes, so let's just ditch some of those orders, spread our fleet out, and go on the offensive. All things considered, for having only piloted an Aurora for 3 hours this year, I think I'm doing okay. Hit him with the Sabo, there we go. So with teammates helping with pressure, we can still be a very valuable contributor here. Throw another Sabo, and then we are going to back up before we overload. Alright. But yep, do not give up just because your flagship gets blown up. Keep on going. Have a ship in reserve. Pretty sure we are going to have that Apex without my intervention. Watch him die very slowly, because these Medusas are designed to harass and tie up enemy ships, not necessarily to destroy them. That's what our big ships are for. Paragon, Aurora, Astral. Kind of hoping we'll get to see another big Trident wave. Yep, there they come. If the Paragon doesn't just destroy him. Oh, there it goes. There it is. Beautiful. Crushed. Good job, team. Mostly the team that time. Not really me. Okay, recover my Aurora. No demods, it's fine, not punished. Alright, but that does remind me that I do want to go back to... Keep wanting to say go back to town like I'm playing Dungeons & Dragons, but no, go back to a planet, to a planetary market, insulate my engines, because that's a big problem lately. Maybe fit up this other Aurora, ditch the Ziggurat, do some Neuralink stuff, but I think I am out of brain power and time for this one, ladies and gentlemen. I'm making misplays, I'm starting to stumble over my words, so this is the limit of this recording. I hope you've enjoyed. If you've watched to the end, again, I guess I just hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you all in the next one. If you enjoy this particular kind of... Oh, that's emergency burn. See, I'm still screwing up. If you've enjoyed this particular kind of video, this longer kind of multi-fight, refit, and talk, and like focus on a ship sort of thing, let me know in the comments, and I will try and make more stuff like this. I am experimenting right now with a lot of like video length and stuff just to kind of give options and see what the wider viewership enjoys the most. So I will catch you all in the next one. I am gonna sit down with another cup of coffee and work on this second Aurora, and go ahead and put the Ziggurat away for now, because I think we can win those single ordo fights without him and get some good value in story points. All right, catch you next time, everyone.